Welcome to our fifth lesson out of 6 on construction and loci. And today we are going to carry on constructing triangles when we're given certain measurements. Now in the last lesson, everything we did, we had 3 sides. So we could use our compasses and our rulers and we could draw those triangles perfectly to size. And if you haven't seen that yet, it's linked in the description below, so please do go back and watch that. But today we're going to look at what happens if we're only given 2 lengths and then 1 angle. How can we possibly draw that triangle? And why are we even bothering? Well, I'm going to repeat what I kind of said yesterday in last lesson. Is if we look at this building that's being built here, we can see there's curves in it, there's all different shapes in it, the balconies are coming out, the different heights. Okay, there's a lot going on there, and all these builders need to know exactly what they need to do and where they need to do. And like I said yesterday, this building isn't drawn on a piece of paper the size of this building. The builders are just given plans to work with, and they need to make those dimensions real. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. But we're just going to do it with triangles. We're going to do it on a little smaller scale. Nothing like this, but obviously this is what it can eventually lead to if that's something you're interested in. So today we're going to draw a triangle like this, where we are told it has a 4 centimeter base, it has a 5 centimeter side, and the angle between these 2 lengths are 25 degrees. Now, the other length we don't know, but we still need to draw it. But that'll be the last thing we draw because we haven't got any information on that. The first thing we draw is exactly what I said yesterday, and it's the same with any triangle we're going to draw. We draw the base first. So today, we don't need our compass. We just need our pencil. So we don't need the compass today, just the pencil. And we start off by getting our ruler and we draw our base. So our base is 4 centimeters. So I'll place my pencil down and draw myself a 4 centimeter base. Draw myself a 4 centimeter base. Then the next thing I draw is my angle. Okay, my angle is in the left-hand side of my shape. So I need to take my protractor and I need to put it on the left-hand side of my shape. Now, the very center of my protractor, okay, goes on the edge of the line. And then my 0 line runs right along. Most protractors are see-through, so you should be able to see it going along. And I read from the 0 that's on that line, because there's always 2 zeros on a protractor. You read from the 0 that's on the line. Now I know I want 25 degrees, so I'm going to come along until I find 25 degrees, which is here. So I know if I travel along this route here, no matter what, I'm going to be traveling at 25 degrees from that line. Okay, I've created an angle. However, I don't want that line to be infinitely long. I only want that line to be 5 centimeters long. So I'll now take my ruler, and I need to place my ruler on the corner of this line and go through this point. So I'd have to place my ruler here. And then I measure out 5 centimeters, making sure I cut through this point. And I go along for 5 centimeters. Once I've done this, on my triangle, I've now plotted and drawn every bit of information I've been given. My 4 centimeter base, my 25 degree angle, and my 5 centimeter side. But it's not a triangle yet, is it? I've not finished with it. I need to make this a triangle by connecting up these 2 sides. So all I need to simply do now, if I know my base is the right length, my other side is the right length, all I need to do is join these 2 lengths together with a ruler. And I've created my triangle. Be sure to label the sides that you were given. So I'd label my base 4, label the length 5, and label my angle 25 degrees. And I've got my perfectly drawn triangle to size. So did you see what we did there? We did the base, the angle, then the other given side. So this time we're going to look at this triangle. Okay, it should be appearing on screen now. This one has got a 9 centimeter base. It's got a 30-degree angle in the corner, and the other length is only 7 centimeters. So I'm going to start off by drawing my 9 centimeter base. So put my ruler down and I'd measure out 9 centimeters. Now in my diagram, my angle is on the left-hand side, isn't it? So I'll put again my protractor down with the point, this very central point of my protractor on the edge of the line and that 0 line running down. Then I'll measure my angle out again by making a point And I know that as long as I travel from this corner through that point, the angle is going to be exactly the size I want, exactly the size in the diagram that I'm given. But obviously my line's going to be longer than this point. So then I get my ruler out and I measure my 7 centimeters, making sure it goes through this point. So I go from the edge with my ruler and I measure out 7 centimeters, making sure I go through this point. Once I've done that, I have the base, I have the correct angle in between the lines, and I have my 7 centimeter length. However, this is not a triangle yet, is it? To make it a triangle, I need to connect these 2 points up. I now have my triangle, just like I did over here. Label the sides and the angles I know, and then you're done. So how do we draw a triangle if we're only given 2 sides and an angle? Always start off by drawing our base. Once we have that base, we measure out our angle, put in a point so we know exactly where the line needs to travel through. Once we have that angle measured out, we draw our line the exact length it needs to be. Once all that's drawn out, we have all the bits we know. So we just need to turn it into a triangle by joining up those 2 lengths, and we have our 3-sided shape with the 2 correct lengths and the 1 correct angle we're given. I do hope you found today's lesson useful. There is a worksheet attached in the description. And if you have any problems whatsoever, please do feel free to contact me. And until next lesson, where we look how we draw a triangle when we're given 2 angles and only 1 side, have a great day.